on Pyro. I am now on the Pokkén SG Twitter account right now, but I'll still be in bracket. So both players will be heading to our game here. This is going to be Coro on the P1 side, I do believe. So this will be Coro versus AngstyPanda here. Definitely going to be a very, very interesting matchup here. Charizard versus Pikachu Libre. Now both characters are considered the grappler archetype, but as far as power concerns, you will see that Charizard is a character that will have a lot more return in terms of damage, and one of those reasons is that right there, that is Seismic Toss, and Seismic Toss is one of the most damaging command grabs in the game. It costs 0 phase shift points, so no matter how many times you land it, it will not cause a shift. Now Coro here playing with the Pikachu Libre is a very close range scrappy grappler, has very, very good scramble buttons, and has also has the ability to loop situations with the Electro Web. Currently Coro looking a little bit lost in the matchup right now, is letting a lot of things go unpunished here. AngstyPanda covering the air really well with the Flare Blitz. Of course that can be anti-air, but Coro hasn't not quite found the timing on that yet. Tries to go for the Wild Charge, looks like a bit of an input process. AngstyPanda a bit too hasty with the burst. Will waste it, but will find the Flare Blitz once more. Coro firing off that the Thunderclap press in response to the JX of AngstyPanda. AngstyPanda has yet to really show any of the JX cancels. Side Y once more again, and Coro has been really having a lot of trouble dealing with that side Y pressure. Mimikyu gets called to just swatting AngstyPanda right out of the air. 5X comes out, but AngstyPanda is just so far up in the air. It's so difficult to anti-air from that angle. And Coro just kind of getting bombarded by Flare Blitz repeatedly over and over again. And our first match will go to AngstyPanda. Alright, and we do see a character switch coming in from Coro, pulling out the Chandelure. Now, Chandelure, of course, this is an incredibly difficult matchup for Charizard. Not one of which is that the absolutely stellar 8Y of Chandelures. Just dealing such is frame 1 anti-air properties. Just such an excellent button. And that laser, very, very difficult for Chandelure to deal with. However, AngstyPanda is showing pretty good awareness of how to deal with some of the pressure. Just setting up the wall, however, is Coro, and AngstyPanda has not found a way in, but Coro is playing really good defense with that 8Y. However, yeah, just that 8Y just really dealing with everything that AngstyPanda really wants to do. Oh, Cubone gets called. It's going to be a huge amount of chip. AngstyPanda finds the Seismic Toss and just brings it back, kind of just stealing one right from under Coro's nose. I feel certain ways about that round. Coro looked like in such complete control, but just one or two interactions here, and that's just the nature of the matchup. Of course, Chandelure, a low HP character, it's very, very susceptible to just getting two-shot by a high damage grappler like Charizard. The 8Y coming into play once again. Will-O-Wisp zoning just to try to keep such an incredibly obnoxious character at bay. The Smog coming out, and Coro punishes the downward Blitz with the Hex. The double debuff that's going to absolutely kill. Hex, of course, a long-range command grab that does an absolutely bonkers amount of damage if the opponent is just double debuffed. Of course, that double debuff will be spent afterwards, but you know, that's definitely worth it. The slow CA of Chandelure doing Coro wonders in that situation. And it appears that our friend here, Coro here, has found the answer to AngstyPanda going for those levels so much. Just setting up the smog, just preventing AngstyPanda from really trying to apply any sort of pressure. Throws AngstyPanda trying to cheat his turn, trying to burst when he's negative. And of course, Coro. Oh no, that's a wrong. That was an erroneous response call from AngstyPanda. AngstyPanda calling the Cubone in response to the burst. Unfortunately, there are no iframes on that, and the final flicker from Chandelure will snuff out AngstyPanda's life in this game too. And we are one apiece once again. Lots of game threes, lots and lots of thrilling matches here from both players. And we will be seeing the return here to the character select screen for both players. Just taking a little bit of time to consider here. And we see the swap from AngstyPanda into the Pikachu Libre. Now, I'm not sure how much experience Coro has in this matchup. But this is a very, very polarizing matchup. It's a much better, of course it is a much better matchup for Pikachu Libre than Charizard. But things can go south very, very fast for both characters, and it all comes down to who really gets their game plan started up first. Coro seems to be the one so far. Oh, really, really spicy DP coming in from AngstyPanda. Tries to anti-air with the web. However, Coro was in fact charging that J9X up already, gets the Hex, goes for the second one, but AngstyPanda takes a step back. Unfortunately, tries to wild charge straight into the smog, eats the second Hex, and Coro on set point here. Both players just really take a short amount of time to consider, but straight away Coro just firing with the lasers. He's trying to deal as much shield damage. AngstyPanda caught jumping, really, really solid read here from Coro. The backwise setups here. AngstyPanda just trying to make his way in. Finds the homing, really, really good recognition there from AngstyPanda. Pops the burst. Has an attack down buff, but with this oh no, he got caught by the back end of Cubone. Coro will kind of forget. Coro, a little bit of an eye for gore moment right there. Will eat this Thunderclap press and the double boss from the landing the Thunderclap press will cleanse the attack down debuff here for AngstyPanda. AngstyPanda trying to go for the YOLO wild charge, but Coro spacing himself incredibly well here. Is just going to set up this impenetrable iron wall here. AngstyPanda gets caught on the side jump with the neutral Y, and wow, it looked pretty dicey for Coro over there. But this Chandelure pick paying dividends here for him, and Coro will move on in the loser's side. Good stuff to both players. And what a stellar match for both players. Yeah. We will in fact be going, and it's just the nature of Chandelure. Chandelure is of course an incredibly powerful zoner. Does a lot of damage and has very, very powerful tools. If you do not understand how to deal with the tools from Chandelure, things can go really spiral out of control really quickly. Of course, walking and blocking is one of the best ways around Chandelure, and choosing the correct spots to jump over stuff like Will-O-Wisp, or just learning what you can or cannot see ADC. Of course, in the case of Chandelure, a lot of things are counter piercers and are very, very difficult to see A through. So just a little bit of a tip for those of you in chat: learn to walk block a lot against Chandelure, And once you see that jump wide laser, you be sure to duck it. And I suppose that we are going into our winners round 2 here, winner semis here. Yep. So I will be heading off once again. I will see you guys.
Hi chat. How are you enjoying the game so far? Just update that. And So I wonder why chat isn't showing up. There should be chat here. Let me figure this out. Okay. It just wasn't updating. There you go, chat. There you are. You guys were missing for a sec. Okay, let's get this score set up. We are going into winner semis now. Dude took the set over me 2-1, and he's now going to fight Joker. So yeah, the secret boss of the Singapore scene showing up to play. It's been a while since